So Ariana Grande was obviously, as many of you know, a child star during the Nickelodeon Dan Schneidke's era. And people have been wondering what her thoughts were on this whole situation as she was there. And she's a big star now. So far, she had not commented on it. Yes, she starred in Victorious, which was title role, the spinoff of Sam and Cat.
No, those are the two shows.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, she was in Victorious
she was
from
in the
2010
cartoon?
to 2013.
Is Sam and Cat a cartoon?
You're thinking of Cat Dog.
Yeah. Sam and Cat was her character on Victorious, and she got a spinoff with the girl from iCarly.
Okay.
Wow. Got it.
Okay.
I only know her as the musician. I didn't even know she was a child.
Yeah,
star.
she in like the last year got so popular, like musically, and it was just very clear that like
Because
she was
just she was a side character on that show. I mean, she was in it a lot, but she wasn't the main character.
That's crazy.
There's a crazy pipeline of Disney to like pop star.
Yeah, and Nick. JoJo was a Nick kid too, and Dance Moms though.
Wait, JoJo was a Nick kid?
After she was already established, she went to Nick. Yeah.
Oh, and then well, you look at great talents like Jake Paul.
Yep, Disney.
He was straight
Bizarre
pipelined
Park.
into music stardom. Logan Paul, he was there. I saw him. He did some backflips or something on the show. That was good.
Did you know that Olivia Rodrigo was on Bizarre with Jake Paul?
I think I did know that.
You told me that.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
So
such
crazy.
a weird.
Yeah.
I know.
moment in time.
I wonder. I'm gonna see if he like follows her on Instagram. I wonder if they keep up.
I can't imagine that anybody would want to keep up with that guy.
Oh man.
So,
He does follow her on Instagram.
does she follow him?
She doesn't follow anybody.
Oh, slick. That's the
so
thing. 'Cause
funny.
nobody gets to complain that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So slick. So, here is the gang. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're young. What a weird world, man. What a weird world we live in.
She's so young.
Yeah, she looks like a baby. How old is she? Like
She's
10?
still really young, right? Like today.
Now she's like, she's 21.
Yeah.
They're
So young. Oh my god.
bro, young.
They look like prisoners. What do these poor girls do? Orange is the new black? I mean, they're kids.
I mean, I don't know what the episode was about, Ethan.
It's just a dumb joke. It looks like they're in some kind of astronaut stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
She was 13 when Bizarre debuted.
Whoa.
Oh, 13. So, okay. So yeah, people have been wondering, like, what does she think about all this? And so far, she's kept her silence on it. However, now, she joined Penn Badgley on a podcast called Pod Crushed. She was a guest. Part 1 aired, so there's still part 2 coming out. During the interview, Grande discussed her childhood, her Broadway origins, and getting to act alongside her best friends, including her time with Dan Schneidke's on the show Victorious. She reflects on her time at Nickelodeon, and she says she's reprocessing her time there after Quiet on the Set. Here's a little excerpt for you guys. Do you think SpongeBob's in the waiting room? Or did she roll solo?
Solo, I would say.
Why? He should be a supportive guy. He gave up his whole fucking life and family for her.
Is he not still acting?
I was gonna say he's still Team Nickelodeon, maybe.
Wait, so yeah, he's SpongeBob. He's loyal.
Yeah.
All right, so here she is. Let's hear her out, huh? All right. Very interesting.
She doesn't normally do interviews, but she went on Penn Badgley's podcast because he starred as her love interest in her new music video for The Boy Is Mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little
Okay.
favor return there.
This is the actor
Mary
from
Sue
You
just-
and Gossip Girl. He plays Joe Goldberg, the stalker, on that Netflix show.
Fantastic.
Right.
Wonderful.
Wanted to do this with our lives more than anything. And yeah, and we got to. And that was like so beautiful. I think we had some very special memories, and we feel so privileged to have been able to create those roles and be a part of something that was so special for a lot of young kids. I think we're reprocessing our relationship to it a little bit now, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely.
What are your thoughts on child acting?
Oh, this guy.
Like,
This is the You guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
From
you.
the Stalker Netflix.
So wait,
Yeah, that's
the
what-
You guy has a podcast?
Yes.
Interesting.
And they used one of your sound bites before.
Oh, I think I remember seeing
Yeah.
a clip of that. Yeah. They're just in a big empty room, huh? I like that. It's nice. It looks nice. Nice wood. Wood everywhere. It's a bit woody. Wood floors, wood walls.
I would love to hammer a nail into that wood.
How many shots do you think you could take it out?
17.
17, exactly.
Easy.
Every time.
Easy.
Is this a good podcast? Is the You guy a good podcaster?
He's a great speaker, I think. And I think he's so fucking cool.
Is he a heartthrob?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
I love him. He's a great dancer, too. He gets silly on TikTok.
Would you date him
Yep.
for the... Let me finish.
What?
Would you date him knowing that in a year he'd kill you? He'd love you unconditionally. After a year, he'll kill you.
It would be a year of, like, a better love than I would get for my whole life if I lived to 100.
This is like Don Juan. Like, it doesn't get better than this.
I would think about it at
Yeah,
least.
yeah. And you necessarily don't have to see it coming. It can be a silent assassination.
A whirlwind type. Oh, a
No,
whirlwind
he'll
type
kill
murder.
you. You want to see it coming. He doesn't lock you in the
Yeah.
book.
No, I'm not okay with this story.
So my answer is yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a heartthrob.
You're right.
Nice.
No, Olivia.
We've had different child doctors on the show who feel differently. Some who are like, I would never let my kids. I don't think anyone should. And others who are open to it as long as there's like certain conditions on set.
Obviously, my relationship to it has and is currently and has been changing, and I'm reprocessing a lot of what the experience was like. You know, my yeah, I think that the environment needs to be made safer if kids are going to be acting, and I think there should be therapists. I think there should be parents allowed to be wherever they want to be, and I think not only on kids sets. I think if anyone wants to do this or music or anything at the level of exposure that it means to be on TV or to do
I think
music
we
with a
need.
major
I think
label.
we need staff therapists.
Honestly, who doesn't?
We're fully grown
Therapy.
adults. You know, AB probably been there all day. Button.
I missed what you said, so I
It
don't
wasn't
know.
that.
Maybe.
Yes, no.
No, we're good?
I was just doing a silly AB
Okay.
joke. Is he okay? Where did he go, actually?
He just got up or something. I don't know.
He came
Bathroom?
back since last time we talked about it.
Oh, okay.
So and then he left again.
Okay.
I think he might be helping Lena with something.
I do agree though with therapy on being a part of the experience
Yeah.
For kids, yeah.
for kids especially.
Because there's a
but-
lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
That
like,
would
even
have.
everybody.
That probably would have prevented all that happened if there was just a therapist there, because like the kid can talk to them about anything, and you know,
They'd know the questions to ask.
exactly. Unless they were also a P word, which apparently all Dan Schneiders were
I
friends
guess,
were.
yeah, Nickelodeon was full of them.
or whatever. There should be in the contract something about therapy is mandatory twice a week or thrice
Yeah.
a week or something like
True.
that. And I was actually talking to Max Martin about this the other day because he was always such an amazing person to talk to about the stressful parts of what I was experiencing.
Yeah.
And he was just amazing. But a lot of people don't have the support that they need to get through performing at that level at such a young age, but also dealing with some of the things that the survivors who've come forward. And there's not a word for how devastating that is to hear about. And so I think the environment just needs to be made a lot safer all around. And like I said, I'm still in real time processing my.
Yeah, and the good thing is that most child actors are on YouTube now, and their parents look after them, so you don't have to worry about their welfare at all.
Yeah.
So it's actually it's gotten much better for child actors. Yeah.
relationship to it. But yeah, the beautiful thing about it was that Liz and I got to fall in love with these characters that we created and learn what it feels like to be so in a character that you can't, separate yourself from it. And there were...
All right, so the next clip, she talks about... actually, there was a few viral moments of scenes she had that people pointed to of Dan Schneider being a pervert.
Yeah, and there was one specific one of her with a potato that
Yeah.
was so raunchy that it was called The Slap, which was like the show's website. So it wasn't even on the actual show, and she references it. So
Wait, so the producers knew it was too raunchy?
you'll hear what she says.
The
Yeah.
hell? So here she's discussing her thoughts on that.
And there's also a strange pattern that occurs where it's really taken advantage of how much it means to the young performer to get a laugh from Video Village.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, like I'm doing something great. Like this is funny, this is good. And
By the way, Video Village, we should say, is where all of the producers and the director are watching the monitors of like what's being captured on camera.
Yeah. So it's interesting because I think that
Okay, you guy, we're not here to listen to you. It's all about you, isn't it?
I did not know what Video Village is, so I'm glad he explained.
I think it's like Audio Jungle.
Audio Jungle.
Yeah, it's like the
No.
little swarm.
Video
of
Village
adults.
is actually in Audio Jungle. Yeah, it's a location within the Audio Jungle.
was speaking specifically about our show. I think that was something that we were convinced was like the cool thing about us is that like we pushed the envelope with our humor and the innuendos were like we were
This
told
is super
and,
problematic with
convinced
children.
as well that it was like the cool differentiation. And I don't know, I think it just all happened so quickly, and now looking back on some of the clips I'm like, that's damn, like really?
Yeah.
And
oh
the
shit! Like if
craziest-
my daughter, sorry to,
no.
I just you think about it. It's like if I had a daughter, it's like and
The craziest part of that is like how many people have to approve it. Like when you start working in
so many
television,
adults,
many adults?
so many
45
adults.
adults.
so
So
many
many
adults
adults.
approved that. So that's
I don't
like,
believe
there's
the
no
you guy.
spirit of
I don't
respons-
buy it. I think he's doing that. He's pretending right now.
You mean my beautiful boyfriend?
He's like, I don't buy it. It's like, yeah. What's your internal monologue like right now?
I think he's being an active listener.
Yeah. Let's see, real active, maybe a little too active.
responsibility towards children.
Right.
There's a spirit of like a bottom line, a
There
financial
is a bottom line.
You know,
There's a bottom line, and then the things that weren't approved for the network were snuck onto like our website or whatever it was, and that is another discovery. But
Yeah,
going
that's
into
crazy.
it, I guess I'm upset.
Yeah.
But towards the end, my mom was allowed to come to set when I was like, a little.
For some reason, I didn't understand anything she just said.
I'll tell you because I was.
I don't know why. I was listening.
You,
but
you know what? Honestly, so Olivia initially did these timestamps and did the write up, and for whatever reason, I had to watch it a few times to get it as well.
I'm like, oh, she's not talking about it yet. But I hear Elo going, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Wait,
oh,
what?
shit.
I had to go
She's
back
like-
and rewatch. Yeah, I mean, no, it's there. I'm not saying
I don't know
anything.
why. I don't know why.
Well, maybe you
It's
could
weird.
take a little advice from the you guy about active
ADHD.
listening.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan.
Should I try again?
Well, one thing she said is that as kids, they thought it was cool that they're making everybody laugh, right, in the room. Like
Right.
they're like, I'm doing something good.
Right.
And they thought that one of their thing was like pushing the boundary with comedy.
Right.
As a kid, that's fucked
Oh,
up.
you could really make a kid think positively that they're
We're
doing
pushing
something
the
where
boundary.
they're-
We're doing something cool. But
Right.
like as a kid, you don't have the total picture yet.
Yeah.
And then the other thing she's saying is that there were stuff that the network didn't approve, and it still made it to their website.
That is, and they didn't approve it because it was too raunchy? What? They're
It's
like-
literally a video of her like trying to get juice out of a potato. She's like squeezing a potato, and then she like lays upside down. They pour water on
But
her.
the
It's, like,
fact that the
fucking weird.
network was like, this is inappropriate,
Yeah.
Yep.
because it wasn't meant to be inappropriate, I'm sure.
I'm sure it was written to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
Those writers like Dan
I
Schneider,
know
he
it
like gets
was.
off on
I'm
it.
saying they didn't the audience wasn't meant to take it that way. I think it was just them.
Oh
being
no,
the
I
pervs.
remember watching it and just being like, "Haha, like a
Yeah.
potato juice."
So I'm saying the producers are acknowledging in a way that there's perverts on set. They're like, "This is good. Let's put this on dark web. We have a nice dark web website."
Yeah.
It's pretty surprising. Actually, what's surprising is we just heard from the U guy. He wants us to come on his show. He heard we're good with wood.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Big time.
So
Looks like fun times.
yeah, we can help. Just call us, the wood guys. There it is. What can I say? We support you, girl. I don't think I've ever seen her in an interview.
Me too.
She doesn't do them very often. She normally does, like when her albums come out, she'll normally do an interview with Zach Sang, and then she'll talk about her music, but that's typically like it. So this was like a big deal.
Smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need to get out there.
Yeah, she used to do them, and then as she matured in her career, she just